Guys, in today's video we're testing the DJI Mini 2, doing an Ocusync test on the latest firmware to see if it's made this drone even better. So it's been a while since we've done an Ocusync test on this DJI Mini 2, and we've now got the new firmware updates which also makes the drone even more stable and that connection even better. So let's go and test it. We're going to be flying the direction of that red arrow to start with, and then heading over to the beach, doing some FPV mode, doing some nice shots and see how we get on. First of all, let's just adjust that gimbal. It's something you need to be calibrating a lot, unfortunately, since that last software update, so I tend to do it before every flight just to make sure you can get that horizon level nice and straight, and if you're not sure you can always come back onto it. I'm going to be recording this in a mixture of 4K 30 and 2.7K 60 as well. I don't think that gimbal calibration is bob on, so I'm just going to go manual and just change it down to, I think, 0.6 will be spot on. Yeah, that looks really good. Once you've got it like that, it will then keep it like that for the remainder of the video, but if you do wish to change it, you can. So I'm going to be focusing on that signal in the top right hand corner, seeing how well that signal does in areas where you're going to have interference from this drone. And it's also worth concentrating on that height, as well, as the height of the drone can have a big impact on the signal, especially if you're in areas where there's lots of buildings or tall buildings interference. You want to be at quite a decent height. So we're crossing over this tram track now. You can just see from zooming in and out, you can get a really nice close-up shot. So flying over here, still absolutely no signal lost from this drone. It's really stable, and I'll be switching between 4K shots, 2.7K shots, and also the live feed which you're seeing now. So as we just turn now, you can see that signal is dropping a little bit. It's probably because we're going over those tram tracks, a lot of interference. So just by increasing that height now, it's at 41 meters. I'm going to keep on increasing it, and then you'll see that that signal does start to retain a better signal and be more stable whilst in the air. These shots as well, believe it or not, are all straight out of the camera, no editing unless I tell you. So that signal's still pretty good. We've got 3 and 4 bars, again at height of 77 meters. The live feed's not dropped out, I've had no lag, the drone's been nice and stable, getting a good image back to myself. And the 4K image obviously is brilliant because that's recording direct onto that memory card. But it just shows you that this drone's really stable whilst in the air, even at a decent distance away. By using that Ocusync 2.0 on this drone, you're going to get a much better and stable signal, and also a better connection coming back to your drone. So just look at this picture here. This is the 4K straight out of the drone. Yet it's a bit of a dull overcast day, but it looks brilliant. And let's just have a look at this zoom as well. 4K zoom straight into 2 times, so you can get really close up to it. And then we're going to be on 2.7K, and then if you switch on to 2.7K 60, you've also got your 3 times zoom as well. So even at a really high height of 78 meters, you can punch in pretty good. Just remember, again, as always, it's not optical zoom, it's always digital, so you're just cropping in to that image there. But if you're using a 4K or 2.7K, you're going to get a really decent image, and no one's going to tell the difference at all. So that signal's not changed. We're still on 3 or 4 bars, really nice and stable. So let's just push it out to the sea now and see if we get any drops in that signal. So if you're watching this video and you've got the Mavic Mini 1 or a Spark or any drone that doesn't have Ocusync 2.0, I hope that this will show you just how good this new Ocusync 2.0 system is on this drone. It certainly does give you a lot more confidence to fly, and especially if you're a beginner, having confidence thinking, am I going to lose signal, is it going to crash, is it going to blow away? Those are the most common questions that I certainly get asked and emailed about. Do you recommend this, do you recommend that, what happens if? And having that signal gives you that confidence to fly. So that shot had a really quick color grade on it, but beautiful, beautiful shot. And then this one here now, I'm going to put 2.7K 60. I'm going to fly directly towards that building whilst also descending. And then when you put it together in the edit, you speed parts up and voila. Such a cool little shot to do. Go and check it out, guys, and let me know if you've also recreated a shot like that. Follow me on the Disney 5 on Instagram and send me your photos and videos. If you've got a really cool video edit, send it me over, and if it's really good, I'll feedback to you and I'll put it on this video. But I love to see different people's edits and creations and different creativity using their drone from something much more than just flying. Have fun with it, but be creative and take some great photos and videos, and then put them all together in an edit and you'll get even better. So we're going to now come back a bit closer, so I'm going to put it into that return to home. And then as I'm doing this now, you can see with this now, I said it on the last video as well, it's a great new feature that you can do on this drone. So it's basically, as the drone is automatically flying back to you, you can also control it. You can control the height, you can control the gimbal wheel, you can turn the drone to the left and right, and then you can get a really cool creative shot like this. If you just focus on that red car in the bottom right hand corner, you can basically track this manually yourself just by following the direction of something, and then you're not having to worry about the drone also coming back to you because it's automatically doing that. And it just gives you a really cool shot, and you can use this in so many different scenarios and places. But just by doing this in this really sort of boring area, it comes across really well and looks really nice and creative and cinematic. So on previous firmwares in FPV mode, I've noticed that the signal dropped out a lot because obviously it was having to keep up with that drone and the signal. So let's put it into sports mode and challenge it the most. Again, FPV, it's not going to be the full FPV experience on this drone because it's not an FPV drone, but you can simulate to a degree parts of it. But especially in sports mode, it is really fast and you have some great fun. This drone just sounds brilliant, and look at it from a standing start. It certainly is fast and it sounds brilliant, doesn't it? So FPV, so if you get low, then you can actually create some really cool, decent shots. Just have confidence. Obviously in sports mode, just be aware, as with this drone, you've not got any obstacle avoidance, so you have to be a bit careful and obviously practice. But you can get a really cool illusion and image coming from this drone in FPV, and it just simulates a bit more of a realistic sort of pilot feel, like you are flying this drone up in the air. If you could able to use goggles, that'd be great. Hopefully some update in future might allow us to do that, but for now this is the best we're going to get. But it is really great fun, and obviously you can get some really cool looking shots, and it is a lot faster when played back than it looks in real life, and you can speed it up, you can slow it down. But all these shots, these are just complete normal out of the drone. There's only one shot today which had that little color grade on. The rest of them, all of them completely out of the drone, stock footage, no ND filter either on today. So great shots and videos from this drone. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Go and check out some latest videos. This is the Ulanzi DR02 strobe light. It's a great strobe light. I reviewed this in the last video, so go and check that out if you haven't. And we'll see you very soon, guys. Loads more DJI and drone content, tech content, scooter content, and loads of other content coming very soon. So take care. Thanks so much for watching. Comment down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Send me your drone shots, send me your drone videos, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.